Hi guys, Samir here and welcome to week 1 of my journey to becoming a millionaire. I will do this weekly updates here to show you exactly the path of me becoming a millionaire with all the struggles behind it. Last week I opened a new business account and we basically start at €0. Well, not exactly, I just transferred €10 from my private account to the bank account just to cover up the first monthly fee. Let's dive in. So guys, what did I do to become a millionaire this week? I want to split this video into two parts. The first part shows what I have done personally. I mean, we can work on our personal habits, on good habits to support our goals in achieving businesses. And of course, we can work on our bad habits that we need to get rid of. And the second part is about my business activities. What did I do exactly to boost my business forward? I want to be honest guys, I'm working on my habits from now, I would say 1 year, and I started working on them because I realized how your future depends on them. Really, I'm not kidding. Everything is about habits. Let me give you one example, okay? A bad habit, and that's only my opinion, would be for me, for example, staying up late. For me, and maybe for a lot of you, this is a bad habit because if I would wake up late, I would have less time to talk to potential customers. Most companies in Europe work 9 to 5. That means also most people work 9 to 5. But if I would regularly stand up at 10 or 11 o'clock, I would have less time for business activities like cold calling, for example. You obviously would destroy your sleep rhythm because when it's dark outside, our bodies are producing melatonin, which helps us sleep. And I know guys, there are a lot of people telling me I can work when it's dark outside, when it's night, because I have no distraction. But probably this is not a good idea for your body. So for me at the end, it's not a good idea because it doesn't fit in my business strategy and I think it's not healthy for me. So now let me show you some habits which I'm currently trying to establish in my life as my goal. And guys, please don't feel under pressure that you think that you always have to do these things. These are the habits which I have chosen for myself and these are the habits which I think fits to me the best. It doesn't mean they fit to you also, okay? And guys, small reminder, I'm not perfect. You will see it right now. I don't have my habits right now 100% in control, but I will and I'm willing to will. So guys, the first habit is I try to read 40 pages every day. So this week I have managed to do so 3 times, 3 out of 5. I make 2 bubble lessons of Spanish every day, 3 times this week, 3 times out of 5. Next habit guys, I wake up at 5 a.m. and go to the gym. Guys, this habit is one of the most life-changing habits for me, really. Getting up early was like the game changer for me because when I stand up early, I was able to do things, a lot of things, without any distraction, without social media, without family, without friends, really without a distraction. Next thing is cold showers and Wim Hof breathing. For those who doesn't know the Wim Hof breathing technique, it's a breathing technique which can reduce stress, anxieties and doubts. I would say this is a goal of a lot of meditation practices and I think you can combine meditation, classical meditation with Wim Hof breathing easily. Of course guys, there are a lot of more habits which I like to integrate in my life, but I would say step by step. These habits are currently, I would say, the core in my life. I also take a break from tracking my habits on Saturday and Sunday because honestly it costs me a lot of energy to track them and to work on myself, and especially because on the weekends I'm doing my videos and working with my video cutter Musti. I want to relax a little bit, want to have some fun, and yeah, learning new habits costs a lot of mental strength. Basically what you need to know is that making new habits is a lot of training. It's a process with a lot of ups and downs. But if we make sure we have the right habits, we can set up the correct direction for achieving our goals. That's the way how they support us in business and life and relationships. It's not that they support us actively in business, it's more than they support us indirectly. If you are really interested in working on your habits and in yourself, I definitely recommend you this book here. It's called Atomic Habits. I think a lot of you knows it. In Germany and in Europe, it's called the 1% method. Here you will definitely learn exactly how to introduce new habits into your life and how to practice them. So 1% Method, great book. Okay guys, moving to the business aspect, like I mentioned before, I'm currently working on scaling my software agency to secure my living costs and also to get more free time to work on my startup project like my grocery station. Unfortunately, currently I'm facing my first struggles because I'm waiting for money from my customers. Yeah guys, let me explain. It's important to understand that you as a company, if you're making deals with another companies, normally you give them 2 weeks time for paying the bills. However, I would say now it's a little bit more over this deadline, and I really appreciate these customers and I love to work with them, and that's the reason why I don't want to send out the reminder yet. And I would say I would wait till next week, and if I still see no money in my bank account next week, I would send them a reminder. But guys, really, this is an important lesson for you when you start your business. You should definitely be prepared if the customer doesn't pay the bills. Yes, sometimes they pay the bills in 2 weeks, sometimes they need a week longer. But of course, sometimes you have to send them the first reminder, that's 1 week more, then you have to send them the second reminder, and sometimes it takes 4 to 5 weeks that they pay their bill. So always make sure that, for example, you have a small credit loan possible in your bank, that you always be able to pay your bills. On that note, my goal is to scale my software agency. As I mentioned before, there were companies rejecting me last year in December because my portfolio wasn't good enough for them. So unfortunately, some of these projects from last year offered me more than 8,000 euros per month working on their project. Just imagine I would have 2 or 3 projects of this kind for about 1 year. That would insanely boost my business. So that is the reason why I'm currently focusing on 2 things. First, I'm gonna create a new whole portfolio with new screens and application designs. For example, I will show a banking app or an insurance app or an application for a music streaming service. And the second part is that I want to create a totally new website to present myself in the best way. And I think I'm going to use Webflow for designing my project because I think I can do the most cool designs with animations and so on without coding in Webflow. And no, I'm not sponsored by them, but I think Webflow is one of the greatest tools right now to start a new fascinating website for your customers. That's the reason why I use it. This week I've also been working with Sanvi, that's a new designer I've met on Fiverr, because I want him to support me with redesigning my old screens. And yeah, my plan is to start building the website next week, and afterwards I will start to acquire customers, hopefully. Honestly, currently I don't have a specific strategy how I can acquire new customers, but I definitely will keep you updated on this. Additionally, I got a call from a previous customer who likes to start a new project with my company. So I have created an offer with my business partner Leon, and currently we are waiting for some response. Here again, I will keep you updated. And lastly, and that is something what I'm really proud of, I had one of the most important meetings for my company Take It, which builds the grocery stations for delivery services. Today I have one of the biggest meetings in my life. I have a meeting with one of the biggest delivery services in Europe. And guys, honestly, it looks very promising and it seems like they are very interested, and I hope it will work out that you can start deliver them with our grocery station. But you have to know that in bigger companies you have a lot of departments and stakeholders you have to talk to before you can reach a deal with them. So it's a quite challenge for us to navigate through all these stakeholders and departments, but I would say step by step we come near to our goal. Currently we are in talks with 4 delivery services and the next meetings are scheduled for next month. So quite a long time, but I would say it is like it is, and that's normal in bigger companies. This was my week, guys. I would say it was quite exciting and challenging, but I would say I took the first steps towards becoming a millionaire. Stay tuned for the next videos, guys, to see how my journey progresses, and thank you for following along. Bye guys.